To log in, go to the home screen and tap Driver Login. Type your ID and password, and if logging in as the second driver, identify as the active or inactive driver. Close the keyboard and tap OK. You are then prompted to identify duty status and tap OK. Be aware that you may see one or more notifications when you log in. In addition to a reminder to do a vehicle inspection, what rule sets you're running, or sensor and malfunction alerts, these notifications may include a performance monitoring pop-up that appears after the login and asks if unassigned accumulated engine hours should be credited to your ID. This does not affect your hours of service. Your carrier made edits to your logs pop-up that appears when you open hours of service and indicates that your logs were modified by the back office. Closely review these changes before you accept or reject the changes. This affects your hours of service. An unassigned vehicle activity notification that appears when you open hours of service that indicates that the vehicle moved without a driver being logged into the in-cab unit. Closely review when the drive time occurred before you accept or reject the changes. This affects your hours of service. Your duty status in hours of service is different from being logged into the in-cab unit. Logging in identifies as being in the vehicle, and the person doing the driving must be identified as the active driver. The active driver's hours of service logs are updated during the day. Be aware that changing your login status from active to inactive does not put you into off-duty status. You must maintain accurate hours of service logs by using the hours of service application to manually change duty status. Verify log changes from the back office and certify logs daily. When you log in, the DOT or MOT clock begins to count down to the next violation, and your login ID displays until the ID and password are confirmed over the air. When the login is confirmed, your full name displays. When two drivers are in the cab, one driver is active and the other is inactive. For additional security, when there is a driver and co-driver logged into the in-cab unit, there is a password challenge when the co-driver attempts to view or edit logs. To log in a second driver, go to the home screen and tap Driver Login, then tap Add. Type the second driver's ID and password. Close the keyboard. Identify as the active or inactive driver, then tap OK. The driver is then prompted to identify a duty status and tap OK. To swap active drivers, select the inactive driver and tap Change. Tap OK. Enter that driver's password, close the keyboard, and tap OK. Now the second driver is the active driver. To log out, go to the home screen and tap Driver Login, Log Out. Identify a logged out duty status, and tap Log Out.